It's 2024 and a half. It's time to give your clients a shot in the arm coming into this Black Friday and this new year. So the question is, are you actually ready to take those clients who want a new body, their new state of mind, and they want a new opportunity to see something fresh and something that will revitalize them? Because that's what they told me. You know why I know? Because I got like 30,000 interactions. No, that was just Sunday. Since Sunday, we've had 24,000 for the month of past 30 days. We had 1 million on the dot interactive engagements, and they're going still. So that's why we know your clients want a mental transformation, a physical transformation, and you're going to be the ones that need to give it to them. So today I'm going to share with you exactly how to do this and woo your clients in a way that they will never think of anybody when they think of the person that makes them permeate in the market space. As you being the trainer, I'm going to give you guys some serious pearls. And I told you before, we're not going to leave any trainers or any boxing gyms behind. You're going to learn how to do this shit. If it's the last thing that we do, we're going to teach you how to run the gym like a hedge fund manager. That's what we're going to do. You're going to know how to bring in a ton of people, and you're going to know how to keep them happy, and they will not want to leave your facility no matter what you try to do. You won't be able to kick them out once you understand how to feed them. The reason why we know this is because we take data every single day without fail, and you've been part of those polls and the analytics that we go through. I did a great video the other day that let people know and show you behind our dashboard. And you know that we do crazy numbers, but the thing about it is it allowed us to help you figure out how to create a damn offer. People want to get in shape and they want to use some boxing. So don't focus on just teaching people the skill that you love to teach them. They want an actual journey. So we're going to show you a couple of things that'll help you along the way. And we have a couple of things to give to you. For those of you who are in the building, make sure you check in and let me know exactly where is it that you're watching this feed from. And thanks for joining us, because we make it easy for the best trainers in the world to stay the best top 1% trainers in the world. And my name is Eric A. Bradley, coach, that is, and we teach boxing, the business of boxing, that is. And today, like I said, we get into showing you guys how to create an offer for your customers. What is it that they want? I'm going to tell you what our polls have asked the clients. Today, we have a poll asking you as the trainer, the person who's running the gym, you know, what is it that you really want in this game, right? Do you want to just help people, right? If you want to just help people, you need to start a 501c3, because that's a charity that makes no money, right? You only have money to, if you're doing it right, to have the place open. There's no money going in your pocket. So don't think about it. You just want to live the real kumbaya life. All right. You live in a hut. You enjoy life. The only thing that gives you joy is just seeing people, right? That's number one. Number two is a person that wants to make profit, because you like to travel. You like to buy nice things for your family, and you want to enjoy your life outside of the gym. Okay. So that's the number two level. Is that you? Is that what you want out of the sport? All right. Now, like I said, cement where you say you are, because this is just data once again. Is that what you want? Or do you want number three? You want the big body. You want to actually have a boxing empire. You want to be training world champions at your gym. You want to have the real net worth of a multimillionaire because you're doing the work. So that's going to naturally impact the community in a way that you can do more than just train people. You can donate to charities. You can open up facilities. You can do other things. That's one of the main things that you build a boxing empire for. Okay, so you want to build this boxing empire to leave your legacy behind, and it's actually something that will stay in your generation for generations to come. So which one are you? Are you the first? Do you just want to go to the gym, or do you actually want to build a program that makes profit? Because if you are, and you want to build a boxing mecca, then you're in the right place, because that's what we teach. First thing, the first thing it takes is programming. So here's number one. Well, number one thing when it comes down to programming, and I'm going to give anyone this right here, and this has uh, strength and conditioning, and this is one of the most insightful pieces. And as you can see, no, I'm not gonna. This one has me on it, right? And so what I'm going to do is give you just a sneak peek inside of that here, where you see the graphs. That for the trainer, it allows you to read off what you need to do with the people, because they're going to want to have something physical to do, right? They want to have a physical training regimen that keeps them excited, but at the same time, you can actually show them the progression of this program. And this program is so unique because the minute that you get in it, you have years already planned for this person. And most people like to get into something that they're actually going to see themselves in the future. So you can compare it to the first day that Muhammad Ali walked into the boxing gym, or Layla Ali, or Clarissa Shields for that matter. The first day they walked into a boxing gym, and from that point on, they were never the same. And that's exactly like one of my clients. His name was Ted. And Ted, he walked into the boxing gym, and he had never been in a boxing gym before. I think he had taken Taekwondo as a youth. But his father actually was the one that created Morse code. Facts. Great grandfather, sorry. But he also was the inventor of the antenna and 5G. So I had the luxury of working with people like that. But he had never boxed before. So when he came into the gym, he was doing it because he had a serious fight with cancer, almost lost his marriage and everything. And then he was wanting to revitalize himself. He'd gained probably 30, 40 pounds during that 3-4 year period, and he wanted to just transform his shit. So he started working with me, and the first thing that he noticed is that I knew how to work with people where they are, right? So he was out of shape, but he wanted that smoke. Like, he was the guy that wasn't in shape, but he had everything else. He's a professor at NYU, had the highest IQ of a person that I've ever met. The dude literally could create and do any mathematical equation in his head on the dot. 3, 4, 5 decimals, it didn't matter. He could do it, whether it was division, algebra, it did not matter. That's where I knew he was a unicorn. And he says the same thing about me with the human body. He was like, man, you know things that you don't even hear people speaking of. And I took that and I applied it to what he was actually going to get. So he wanted to do it. And when he got to a place where he was starting to do the boxing, I mean, he was just lit up. I mean, he would literally run into the gym. And I had these punch cards, and the punch cards, this ain't it, but it was about a little bigger than this Rode mic, right? And he would walk in, and he also brought his wife. His wife started training, and literally he would come in there and I'd punch his card. This was way before, all of the automation, but I'd punch his card, and he thought that was the coolest thing. He literally got off on it. And that was one of the things that I notice about people when they're with you and they're happy. They love everything that you do. Literally, this dude would almost jump up and down. But remember, this dude's great grandfather created Morse code. He created the antenna and 5G. Pull him up. 𝗕𝗏𝗵𝗆, Google. All right. Facts. This is real stuff. You can't make this up. He would show up every single day, totally stoked. His wife was the exact opposite. He wanted to work out to the bell. She wanted to talk into the bell. So they came for two different things. So he needed physical. She needed mindset. So during her time, what we would do is we would get into mindset. So it basically, she'd do a PT warm up. So our PT warm up, let me show you this. And we're giving you guys this as well. So PT warm up is a convolute compression of upwards of 16 different exercises to move, functional training. And this is to open the body up for exercise. And we would create inertia to make sure that the muscles and the ligaments were all on the same accord. Because when you're from the medical field like myself, you understand the human body needs more than a treadmill to get going, right? You need space in between the sockets. The ligaments need to be in a position where they're not impinging the ligaments and the tendons. And then you have to make sure that there's enough blood flow truly to make sure that you do not create injury. And that was number one with me. Space is optimal. And you minimize injury, like, for sure, because someone like me, I had a lot of quick twitch muscle, and that wasn't a good thing, because every time you did anything posterior, you got twinges and cricks in your neck and all of that all the time. I can't even count how many damn cricks I had in my neck when I was in optimal physical looking shape, but I wasn't in shape until I was swimming and doing yoga consistently all the time. I was just flushed out, no inflammation in my body. So you got to realize how to merge those worlds. So with Brenda, what we would do is PT. So we do between 6 to 8 exercises, warming up the body, and then we'd sit. She didn't want to do anything else. We'd talk. So the first 7 to 11 minutes, we moved, and then after the rest of the 49 minutes, we literally would talk. She needed mindset. She needed to recover from all of that traumatic experience that she had trying to help her husband survive this beast that she was having to overcome with him, right? She lost a lot of herself. So she just needed to talk. She was very fond of horseback riding. And so that was another hobby. But before she met me, it was coffee and horses and depression. And so we had to pull her out of that place. So we went deep into the mindset. So that's one of the main reasons I gave you guys an exercise to do. And if you're on Instagram, it's in the stories, and it's actually on YouTube as well. If you're on the shorts, today we uploaded it, and it's called the box breathing process. And that was the first thing that you need to do when you start to find yourself in a stressful situation and you cannot figure out what to do. You just stop the earth from moving, and you do nothing else but breathe. And if you don't know what to do, go to my stories. And I think you can find it on Facebook as well. You'll just have to click over to Instagram from Facebook to see the entire thing. And it's great. And it works. I mean, top professionals use it. So as you can see, one person needed one thing, the other person needed another thing. And then there is my buddy Gary. And Gary needed to have, and Gary was his company was the one that patented the Martin Luther King speech, "I have a dream." And the reason why I'm speaking to people in such places, because as a trainer, I'm this trainer of real celebrity level people, people who are running industries. And the reason why I got that way is because of my brand. And that's what I'm teaching my trainers in the School of Boxing now, how to be a brand that permeates amongst the others in that industry. And so when I got with Gary, Gary had, oh my gosh, he had so much, he had that cholesterol, and he just gut, and he was a lawyer, and he ran a firm, and one from here and another in California. He was partners at this great law firm, and he was the guy. He was the guy. So lo and behold, we had to work on his gut. So the exercise he loved, he loved talking business, but he had mouths to feed. People who grew up living and having a certain way of life, a new wife, a daughter that, was about spending money. He had a luxurious lifestyle to, uphold. So he had to keep his health in place. So he had to learn how to eat on the run, because he was always doing deals. He was always front and center. As soon as he would leave out of the gym, he's like changing, running out of the locker room, almost still wet because he was going to a breakfast, he's going to a lunch, like he was consistent. So what did we have to do? We had to help him figure out how to eat. So with other restaurants, what I do is create basically a menu of things that I would suggest. So when he would go to those restaurants, whether it was Firebird, whether it was one of the Roots Chris, or whether it was several great restaurants there. But what he would have to do is he have to see the suggestions if they were one of the restaurants that I did partnerships with, basically my own suggestion. So he would know them, and we had people type up what he needed to eat, and so he'd have it on his own, in his own pocket, at whenever if he couldn't remember. And if the restaurant didn't have it, I said, well, if you go here, this is what you eat. And why do I know that? It's because I've been a nutritionist for 24 years, so I understand this game, and I was literally so conscious growing up, so it was my second nature. So with that, you want to make sure that you have. But when I do nutrition plans, I partner with people like Courtney, who was a dietitian, graduated from North Carolina, and Megan Murray. I'm going to do one with her next as well. Something that's going to be short, quick, sweet. And we did one, Stacy and I, with just the smoothies, drinks, and the juices. And that's going to be in this right now as well. So what you want them to do is you want your people to have a great nutrition, great mindset training, and physical training. These are the components. Tell me, trainer, if you're ready, if you got it, let me know. If you don't bite your tongue, because I'm the best in the business. I done what you're trying to do. I done it 10 times over. I've been in the industry for 4 decades. So if you don't have it, make sure you let us know. DM us. You can be very discreet. I know you don't want us to show people that you need help, but every single person, if you're on this feed, you need help. So that's what we're here to do. I'm older than all of you. I'm never going to compare you, and I'm never going to judge you. I'm only going to give you kudos for being the one to stick your head out. So if you need help, let us know. If you're in the school of boxing already and the Top Trainer U program, here's what I want you to definitely do. Be ready for tomorrow. You guys are going to get it in an email. You're going to get a small pack of what you can do leading into this Black Friday and this holiday for the new year. You want to make sure you have a super smoking offer. You want to be able to transform your people, but more than anything, it's foreplay, because you're going to let them know what's in store. And that's going to get them so high, their dopamine is going to be blowing through the roof. So when you are doing it that way, there's no doubt that that person's ready to go with you to the next level. So make sure that you keep this front and center, and stay tuned as we tap you on the shoulder tomorrow, and we go behind and show you one of those fresh juices that you guys can use. And remember, after you do that, make sure that you guys are prepared for Thursday when we do a 5-minute burst workout called the Power Junkie Boxing. And it's going to give you guys a little motivation on the morning of Thanksgiving. And we feel like that this is important because I want to be friends with the people that are on my page. I've literally commented on about 150 comments, interactions this morning alone, because I want to know the people that are on our page. I don't want to just do this for no fucking algorithm. I'm doing it because I care about the people, and I want them to care that I give a damn. So give a damn back and give me a little bit so I can keep giving you guys something, because I know my audience. You guys, we have people who want to get fit using boxing and really understand. I had a young man this morning who literally has our running program and conditioning program, and he wanted to know, do I do the 10 sprints and the 8 sprints in one day? I'm like, yeah, you just have to pace yourself. Make sure you have fully recovered when you sprint down and jog or walk back. Whatever your body says to do, listen to it, because it has a voice. Just don't block it out. And I told him to do that, pace, and remember to be ready for a full breath when you get back. If you can't take a full deep breath, you're not ready for the next sprint. because you have to do these sprints in the same manner in which we have them. If you want optimal conditioning, if you want optimal blood flow and new red blood cells coming and spewing from that bone marrow, you got to do it that way. That's where you're going to get optimal results. You're going to wake up the next day or two and the blood's going to be running through your veins because you're going to drink your beet juice with the pomegranate and lemon and ginger. And then you're going to just feel like a guy that's on something. Yeah, you're going to be like Manny Pacquiao in 2008, 2009. He was blasting through everybody, right? That's what I'm talking about. But then the physical. The second group of people who are on our page are the people who are learning things from us that they can apply to their own training games, that they can just kind of add a little something here, a little something there. That's you. I know you're trying, you're doing a good job. Some of you are working with world champion fighters and up and coming top fighters, and some people just working in a great place that has a lot of traction. And you're just learning tips because we are credible. We know what we're doing. So there's those guys, and this is something that would be great for those guys that we're just telling you guys that we're giving, because you're already doing your thing. You got a great gym, you got good traction, you got good flow, but it's always good to have quality stuff, and that's what we're here to do. And then the third person, the third gym, the guys who run a real gym, and they want the smoke. They don't want to do any of this work. They have a team. They just need the actual processes. So we got automation in place from Jab Juice, with Jab Juices, which is our branding and marketing company that actually puts its hands on your company. And what we call Jab Juices, Jab Juice is the architecture. It builds dreams and visions and makes them come to reality. It puts everything that's necessary behind you. And so those are the three people that are on this page. I got you, didn't I? So with that being said, all of you guys, we appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. My name is Eric A. Bradley, Coach that is. It's the holiday week, and we want you guys to have a great and celebratory time. But think of your people, and if you're trying to get your body in shape, just continue to watch and make sure that you touch us in the comment boxes, and we love to chop it up with you over here at Master Boxing. Until next time, be blessed and stay focused and enjoy this holiday week. It's going to be tremendous. Peace out, guys.